So I had what a lot of you people out there are chasing: women, attention, parties, drugs, alcohol, sex, stimulation, and it still wasn't enough. It nearly destroyed me. And even now, I admit I'm still paying the price for it. I'm still paying the consequences of those choices. And this isn't something that I read about, or watched in a movie or a TV show. This is something that I have experienced. So, yeah, this is my perspective. Especially the way that society is right now. Identity is based on the external. So, how you look, especially with all this shit going on these days with these looks maxes and the steroid epidemic we got going on, with women filling their lips and filling their heads and filling their whatevers for validation. The OnlyFans. It just goes on and on and on. So I used to be in an industry as a male stripper that this was the main thing. Again, the external look, the height of someone, the physique, I guess, the performance of a certain person, but it didn't really matter. It was, as long as you were in shape, you were good to go on a stage. It didn't matter who you were. And doing it, you think, I'm the fucking man. I got women every night, free drugs or cheap drugs, being in America, living in Las Vegas, touring around. Endless parties, endless. It's Saturday night every single night if you want it to be. And I know a lot of people, you're out there, you're chasing, but the more you chase, you're going to realize that it's never enough. Just like when you first start something, you could say drugs as an example. And I hope you're not doing drugs, but if this found you, then you might be and you might need some help. So maybe this is for you. The more you chase, the worse it will become. You think you want more of it, but you just feel like shit. You didn't really get what you wanted the first time round. So you go second time round, third time round, and you keep going until you end up at a point where you're so overly stimulated that you become burnt out. And you can see that this is happening in our society right now with the way that entertainment is. It's not enough to watch. No one can watch a movie now. A movie has become meditation because it's slow pace, steady, and you have to stay with it, listen, be aware. Who's the characters? What's the story? The way that entertainment is now is such short form that we need it now. I need it now. I need the ending now. I need, or like the reels, right? Reels are short, sharp. Our attention spans are getting less. This is a perfect example of more is becoming worse. And you can see it. The stimulation with the phones, the stimulations with the series, the stimulations with these kids' videos now. It's not just a video of a guy doing his thing. It's 5 different videos because they know they need to keep the attention because our attention span is fried And this more stimulation is killing our brains. So I want to talk about the wolf and where I get the name Awakened Wolf. I'm not saying I am the awakened wolf. I'm just Darren. People call me Daz. That's my name. But it's not truly who I am. And we can talk about that a little bit more in depth later on. I've got a few notes here, so if you see me looking down, I'm looking at notes. So the wolf, it's an impulse. It's cravings. We all have a wolf inside us. Now, this wolf, most of our wolf is so untrained, and it craves and it has impulses. It wants to eat all the time. It wants to stimulate all the time. It wants to have sex, stimulation all the time. Hence OnlyFans. It's crazy these days. Even to this point now, OnlyFans models might not even be real models. There's these AI models going on. It could just be some dude that's got Cheeto fingers, some fat guy sitting there, and he's got this AI built into it, and he's doing all the moves and whatnot, and people are sitting there busting nuts to some fat guy with an AI overlay on. That's how crazy this level of technology and stimulation is getting, that it's getting out of control, and we need to take our control back. So just like the wolf that is untamed, if you let this wolf be completely untamed and let it run, it's gonna end up running your life. So for me, this wolf wanted my wolf wanted constant stimulation. Okay, drinks, no, I need more. I need drugs. Now I need women. Now I need stimulation. It's not enough. I need more. I need more. I need more, to the point where the wolf completely takes you over and you've lost complete awareness of yourself, who you are, and even what this thing inside you is that's chasing and desiring and needing all these things on the outside of you. So if you can tame this wolf and awaken the wolf, it can become your greatest ally. So what I mean by that is you go from impulse to insight or intuition. So, ancient stories of wolves. Wolves are, mystical creatures and majestic animals that are very smart, and their sense of smell goes beyond, I don't even know, beyond certain levels, and their hearing and their senses. Also, a wolf is man's best friend. But if a wolf is untrained, and if a wolf is treated badly and is traumatized in a lot of ways, it's going to see itself and move through life in a limited way. Again, it's going to want validation. It's going to want stimulation. If the wolf inside you runs free, it's going to end up running you and running your life. We all have it. You could call it a lower nature, an animal instinct. And this is part of who we are. We are human animals. We have a soul, which is our eternal self, that is eternal, right? Can never be lost, can never be gained, can never die. It's something that is forever. But what we are as human beings, and we need to have this animal nature with us because we need to survive. You could call part of it the ego. The ego is maybe a bit more of a psychological side of things, but also it is definitely a physical thing. Think about it in your reactions. Think about an untrained animal or an untrained wolf that, as I said, maybe has been treated badly in the past. is going to be very tentative towards other people and could attack people, snap and react. Whereas a wolf that is a dog, whatever you want to call the animal, that is trained and tamed, is then your greatest ally, because then it becomes your protector, your intuition, your insight, your sense of smell, your sense of sight. But if it's untrained, it's just going to run free and you're just going to be running behind it. So you need to see this. You either control it or tame it, or it's going to end up controlling you. And this could be many facets of your life. This could be eating. This could be stimulation, whether it be phone, movies. This could be sexual stimulation, looking at pornography, excessive masturbation. It goes on and on and on. And there's so many avenues these days for ourselves and also for the younger generation coming up, that these younger generation now, it's just in their face. This stimulation, these phones, the apps, the pings, the constant, the signals, it's just all coming at you. And it's very hard to see it for what it is, be aware and try to break free, because it's become such a normal thing. Even back in the day, they just had radios and TV, that was it. Now we've got devices for days. People have got multiple devices, multiple pings and dings and this and that, and your brain is just fried. So first off, you need to see this. Like you've heard me say before, you've got to see it. You've got to see what's going on. What's going on? How am I conducting myself here? Am I making my choices here, or are my impulses or are my addictions making the choices? You got to ask yourself truthfully, who's running the show here? You or your impulse, the untrained, untamed wolf? You got to ask yourself that question, and be real about it. Like, can you put your phone down for longer than an hour and sit with yourself? Can you not look at pornography for a certain period of time? Can you abstain from having to go out and chase women and bust your nuts every 5 seconds? Because you've been told that that's what a man does. Well, let me tell you, I did it for years and years and years. And I'm talking every night, multiple times a night, with women from all around the world. And all it did was left me empty, depressed, and even more lonely. So as I said, if you're chasing these things, I've been where you are. And now I'm at the other end of it years later, and I'm still paying the price. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning how to be my best and see the untamed wolf. But every day I try to collar it in, and I am collaring it in. Day by day, I get better and better. And that's the thing. Day by day is all it takes. Moment by moment. You need to operate the moment. You need to see it. You need to choose. Is this who I want to be? Or what direction do I want to take? You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest for yourself. And if you have family around you, or if you have children, it's so much more important if you have children, because if you don't tame that wolf and you let the child or the person most beloved to you be run by this, when you're not around and they go out into the world and they've got all these things in front of them, it could be very detrimental. I'm not saying everyone gets in this position, but the way the world is going right now, the way we glorify this external beauty, I guess, like I said at the start of the video, with the looks maxes, these Instagram models that have nothing within. They are dead. A lot of them are really demons in a way. You know, these are soulless beings. And we need to get control of the wolf within. And once we can start controlling this animal nature in ourselves, we can start connecting to the true part of us, which is an eternal soul. So I guess the return, the new direction, I've kind of been up and down in this direction, and it's a constant fight. It's a constant battle. So for me, and for what I recommend for you, is stop chasing. Because the more you chase, the worse it's going to get. Everything that you're chasing on the outside of you, you're chasing a feeling. And that feeling you can grant to yourself whenever you like. Now, I'll talk more about it as these videos come together, but basically you need to stop chasing and start being. Start giving yourself permission to feel the feelings that you want to feel. Do you want to feel safe? Do you want to feel validated? Do you want to feel at peace? Do you want to feel loved? Do you want to feel wanted? That's probably what you're out there chasing, but the thing is, you can give it to yourself right here and right now within yourself. But you're not going to find it worshipping fake idols. Instagram influencers, or you got these bodybuilders these days. You got kids taking steroids at such a young age. Kids are dying now. As I said, people are looking to build the external more and more and more, but they're dead and soulless on the inside. I want to help you unlock and find your true self through experience of who you truly are. Not a worship of false idols or anything externally. No external answers are going to come from this journey. Even I cannot give you the answer. The answer will come from within you. And I, from my direct experience, through chasing validation on the outside, through chasing false idols, through chasing external answers, it wasn't until I went within and started to realize that I already had all the answers within me. Because as I said before, I'm an eternal soul that has been here since the beginning and will forever be. Not Darren, but my true essence has always been and forever shall be, just as your true essence is the same. Through direct experience. Now, I don't want to go too long and just keep rambling on here, but I'm going to get more into telling you how I directly experience these things. And I want to help you because I've been where you've been. I've been chasing the wrong things. My wolf was so untamed that it took me on the leash. It ran in front and I was dragged behind. And if you feel like you're being dragged behind, I want to help you grab that leash and make sure that wolf walks beside you now as your instinct and intuition rather than the impulse that it normally has been. So you don't need to kill the wolf. You just need to become aware of it. So moving forward, this is what I'm about. Awareness. Awareness of who you are and awareness of the outside world, the systems that are in place and the reasons they are in place. Mastering the moment and mastering your inner world. Once you can master this inner world, well, there we go again. Once you master this inner world, the inner world is a reflection of your outer world. Once you master within, you are a master of the outside. This is a universal law. This is not just blah, blah, blah jargon. No matter who you are, you've probably heard this before. Now, we're going to go deeper also into what actually drives us as human beings. I'm here to help you from my experience and help you from wherever you're at. No beliefs, no systems, just direct experience from me to you. So I want to leave you with this. I want you to awaken the wolf and not let it run your life. Have the wolf walk beside you and be your loyal companion and not be a burden to you. So if this video landed, yeah, subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. We're going to go deeper into a lot of different subjects. And if this is the first video, and if you liked it and you want to share it with someone, go ahead. I'll see you on the next one.